Okay, so let me start over. So welcome guys, this is just, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but this is all recorded, okay? Whatever you say, it's gonna be recorded. We're gonna be posting this thing live on YouTube. But what I'm doing is I'm just going to go over, the article I was looking for about the dark and defunct stocks because I do have some. So if I look at my spreadsheet that I keep track of, I started keeping track because when it got out of hand, I didn't know what I was doing, and that's when I started tracking. So in this case, I do kind of have this, and it's for myself and some other people who are with me. But if you look, I do have some OTC stocks that are dark and defunct. So I have 4 dark and defunct. This one's on hold. Will this stop me from playing OTC? Maybe. But what I am thinking is that from now on, I'm getting like random OTCs from other people, and since I'm so new to OTC, this has been like half-assed kind of shit. Usually I do really detailed research on why I'm getting into something. Like when I go to Pennyland, I do a lot of research. But since I'm OTC, there's not a lot of information on these. So, if I send you this, this means I trust you. I do keep track. I'm starting to keep track of my penny stocks right now. So they all have price targets. I know all what they do. And what I do. This is all personal. I can't tell you when you get out what's your price target. You should have your own price target of when you want to get out. One thing about OTC is like, what made me kind of greedy. It was the amount of commissions I had to pay for just to get out, and because I hate paid commissions, and so now I gotta figure out what to do. So the ones in red are pretty much when I'm going to be ready to cut. This one especially, I'm going to cut. The IPWG is like, I don't even know what to do. I tried looking them up. It's just like a question mark for me. So this one, the canvas, but not many updates and not complying. I have to do more research. So, if you see OTC for me, from now on, I'm gonna do more research and check them out because I am one of those people who are really anal about knowing what I'm buying and what's my money going to. When you're buying a stock, you're also buying a company, so I have to be more vigilant. Okay, so underneath, we're gonna go over that article I found. So that article that I was looking for, and I said a post about this lady right here. So this lady, Sarah Going Up, this Twitter feed, said, okay, FINRA and SEC put a letter out. All darks and defunct will be priced out by September 30th if they do not go in the current by June 30th. For many stop gains. Yeah, I know that. It's just that, they've been dark and defunct for a while. And I know what they did. I looked them up. But if you look, okay, so this is how you check. You go to OTC Market. Okay. You type it in, their ticker, and then you try to find, okay, you try to find what they're doing. Like, what if I just call this number, okay, and then ask them, like, are they doing anything? That's the question that you have to ask. Like, okay, they have a website, but this website is just a fucking blog. It's not going to do anything. So, like, okay, so let's see. Yeah, see? It's just a blog. So that's what I meant. It's like, yeah, okay. So back to what I was saying. Like, this lady was saying all dark and defunct will be praised out by September 30th if they do not comply of going current. Okay, current means that you're gonna go OTC pink. I'm still learning. I'm still new. So if you follow these, like, you're at your own risk of doing your own research and stuff. But I'm sorry, you just have really good ones. But yeah, I've been penny line. So I might go back to penny line, but at most I would not be calling out from like this giant listener here at the time. I know this guy Alex DeGrand has 200 positions in OCC, but I kind of get scared when I go. I don't trust anyone who has 200 positions at all, or like 191 positions. So that's me. Okay, so going. Survey with stop sign. This may be a further flying could come. Basically, anyone moving dark forward is money. So we're trying to I was trying to figure this out basically. It takes money and time for these companies to get legit and comply with, doing some filings, having some PR updates and stuff. So we may hold. I may hold. I don't know. But the article I was looking for, and I did kind of retweet this. Okay, so try to find it. Okay, this article right here also is going to go to. So this one was posted last month. Okay, So that lady was getting such a hard time to other people, and she wouldn't provide the source of her article. Okay, that it was so hard. I couldn't even find it myself. Okay, so this is an article. I kind of retweeted it, so you can find it on my Twitter, and you can say, okay, what they're doing is that they made a new rule. Okay, I'll respond to the comments later, but I want to go over those. Just let me read it, and then we'll go over comments. Okay, so basically, the rule 15C2-11. Okay, how do you read this? So we actually have to go there, into that rule. Okay, so we're gonna go search this rule right here. Okay, so we're trying to find SEC rule. So this is SEC rule. Okay, so immediate release. This is a letter that was published last year, I think. So important component, okay, over-the-counter markets. The amendments are designed to modernize this rule, which substantially amends 30 years ago, including recognized advances in communication technologies. This amended rule will disclose consumer enhanced disclosure and investor protection in the OTC markets by insurance broker deals and their roles as professional gatekeepers in the market. Blah blah blah. Okay, SEC J. Clayton. Amendment rule: protect retail investors from victimized by market fraud. So all of these are micro cap frauds. They're under a penny. Securities at play. We're just going to be skipping around for that, but securities at play in the OTC market are owned by retail investors because broker dealers play an integral role in facilitating access to OTC securities and play a severe gatekeeper function. Rule 15.2 requires broker-dealers to review key basic issuer information before initiating and resuming quotations for the issuer securities in an OTC market. Prior to today's amendment, certain rules of exceptions permit broker-dealers to have minimum quoted issuer for a security in perpetuity in access to current and public information available about the issuer. And even when the issuer no longer exists, recognizing the cease of which information sharing takes place today, the amendments greatly prohibited broker-dealers from publishing quotations from issuer securities when the issuer's information is not currently available, subject to certain exceptions. Investors who have access to current and public available issuer information are better equipped to make informed decisions how to allocate their capital and counteract misinformation that can percolate through promotions and other channels. Okay, so, I did get into a few of Alex's stupid schemes. So his name is not Alex, it's Alex D. Large, and I am Zagarton on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to be taking a hit, so I'm going to be down. I'll probably, if you don't believe me, because a lot of you guys always question me about this, so if I ever take a hit, I fucking take a hit, and it's like painful. Will I post it? That's private, but I will probably post one. But it's going to hurt, because I'm probably going to be down a lot, because I got to cut these positions. Specifically, the amendment add new exceptions to certain OTC securities that may be susceptible to fraud or market manipulation, such as active securities of well-capitalized issuers, and expand the scope of market participants, and rules required review of issue information. Okay, Cassandra, I just started going over anything like OTC. If that answers your question, anything right now is all about OTC. I'm not going over charts, okay? I'm giving you all the information about OTC because I'm still new to myself. I fucked up this year. I'm sorry. I fucked up. Alright, I'm sorry you guys for following me into these stupid ones. I'm fucking sorry, but you made a decision on your own if you follow them. But I can't really help be liable. That's, I posted my trades. Okay. So I'll give you all of this. I'm trying to summarize what they're saying. So, partially that lady was right, but she gave a date. If you give people dates, it's going to scare the shit out of people. So, when you buy security, you have to know what you're buying, right? So basically, they're adding more investor protections. And that's what they're saying. So, they have to, say, okay, they have to publish current information about their company. I know, some guy was talking to me. He bought into a company that was a shell company, and it was just a piece of land. And I felt so bad for him. And I just said, you know what mine is? I was trying to find an address, and it looks like a post office. This is why we have so less information. This is why if I'm gonna post this, you guys have, if I post anything on YouTube, you got Twitter, you make sure to do your research and scrutinize me, because I'm just one person, one eye. I can't catch everything. Even when I get excited about something, I kind of delude myself and not skip the step of doing due diligence, because I want to get in at a good price and then sell it higher. Okay, so those companies that do not provide prudent information or meet the requirements ongoing quotation may be eligible for a expert market. You know, I mean, I'm just one pair of eyes. I can't catch everything. Okay, so, you know, this is like trying to get rid of the trash. There's so much trash in OTC Market, like that one I just showed you. I mean, I don't even know if they're still around. Like, I probably am going to call this number and check if they're still here. It's just, oh, no bid inside offer. Okay. Well, it's the weekend, but I am probably going to be selling out of this position. I'm going to take a huge hit on my position. I mean, I only got 2,000 shares, but still, that hurt a lot. So, you know, I can make that back within 2 weeks if I, like, try to position myself in large caps. I can get this back in large caps, but I have to be picky what I choose. It's not a problem. It's just, like, it just hurts. It just says like a setback. Okay, so yeah, there's different types of OTC market. You have pink and above, so OTC QB, OTC QB. Okay, these companies are okay. They're accept. They're not part of this. It's only the dark and defunct ones that have issues. So the rule of recognized closures are provided by these companies on these current markets, where an SEC report, they have a SEC reporting side. So Regulation A, crowdfunding, pursuant to 12G B. I can't find that rule. Okay, how do you find these rules if you are trying to like read legislation? Well, it basically tells you it's the rule. Okay, it's the 12th rule, and then you just find it on what paragraph there are. Well, disclosures are for companies that on these markets are not expected to be changed materially. The rule introduces certain restrictions on public quoting, including those shells and non-operational companies that may apply to certain companies quoted on OTC QB or pink markets. Companies are designated with pink or no information or otherwise fail to provide current information as required by the rule are no longer eligible for public quoting or subject to certain expectations, like, for example, certain quotations submitted on unsolicited bias. These companies do not take proactive steps into disclosing before. Okay, so she is kind of right. But I wish she kind of provided this article. Okay, the important thing, when you claim something, you know, that lady who said before September 21st, you should always quote your source. Okay, the really important is she was being anal. Okay, so I think you kind of landed that, but basically, you know, like this company right here, right? It has this dark and defunct and unable to contact. So, you know, this is like a sign that you shouldn't invest in this company. Or like there's some companies like this one, if they have a PR team, right? I have this one. So Blue Spear, I mean, they're trying to come out of the dark, but you know, they're agent verified. Okay, so that means they're still around. Okay, they're just trying to get their shit together. They have independent directors. Okay, so that's okay. We have one like if I'm just going off my list. If you have another one, you can just tell me, and we can take a look. But the best way is to look on OTC Market. So like this one, right? I'm trying to like do more on these. So ATW, this one's in pink, verified for profile, company agent verified. Okay, so there's all these codes, you know. I actually never did SP whatever that one, so spam is okay. I mean, that is agent verified. You know, I found information of what they are. They're in healthcare. I actually want to get on that one because I put like I knew like how much money I put, and I hope I want to break even. I want to get out or something. But we can look at that one you just Tiffany mentioned, or no, Mary. Okay, so this one's pink. Okay, so pink, verified profile and agent transfer. Okay, that's verified. So this is pretty recent. As long as they're agent verified and pink, I would say it's safe to invest in that company. Like we just have to and always do the research on their website. If their website looks funky, and like if you kind of like invest in a company, and an OTC market, stop. I think it's like my biggest mistake is like I didn't stop to think. Stop, think, call the company, see if they exist, and learn about them. I'm serious about OTC right now because I got fucked. Okay, so all seriousness is all fun and games. All right, so that's it, I think, for this part. Okay, and then other news, we get Roaring Kitten saying GameStop was not pumping down. That kind of like gets over that. Michael Berry, I do like Michael Berry. Yeah, he's saying that governments might move to squash Bitcoin. It has happened already in India. They're already trying to like make their own Fed coin. Every country is kind of in a rush to make their own Fed coin. And if you don't know what's their Fed coin, it's probably a really scary subject. So you can go Google it. I can probably post an article on Twitter just to help you guys out. One guy told me he doesn't understand. Basically, they're gonna be trying to print money, and they might get your gold or something. I don't know, prices of gold. So whoever is OG Tyler Scott is, I understand where he's trying to come from. He's just saying like, okay, Bitcoin went too high and it might pull back, which it did. It keeps going up every day on this really long run. In our other news, it took Congress to say, hey, Robinhood, you don't have customer service like the other brokers. You don't have phone service. What gives? Like, if you guys haven't ever had a Robinhood account and you try to call their customer service, they always like redirect you to their email. And I find that kind of having a phone service that's directly to email is counterproductive and it's stupid. But yeah, so and I hope these communities of Discord servers and whatnot. Yeah, I hope they don't get shut down or Ace will get shut down because at a certain point, hedge funds are going to start to look at Discord servers and they're going to go against you. They're going to have some guy join these large trading servers, and while retail is long, they're going to go short. So that's how they're going to use the data, and then they're going to go against you. They're always on the opposite side of the trade. Okay, so let's look at other news, but if you guys have other news or want me to go more into OTC, because there's different types of OTC. So there's OTC Pink, and we can look that up on Investopedia, what that means. So OTC Pink, there's three marketplace. They're like what we talked about earlier. So they're speculative, but they do have they do disclose. So you just Google a lot of things. But these are okay. OTCQ. These are top tiers. So if you have OTCQX, that's 10-cent Roach Holdings or something like that. Nintendo's here too. So this is what middle tier. This is like the most basic tier, and you have the gray market. So those are the gray markets and dark and defunct ones. Okay, so let's get through the comments. Okay, Tiffany Kelly, Alex D. Large, Alex, I can just show you Alex. Apparently this guy has a lot of followers, he owns 120 positions. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but since the OTC market's owned by retailers, I don't know if they're any market makers, so he's a promoter. And I don't trust anyone now. I'm getting to the point where he's suspicious kind of character. But we'll see. But I did get something good from him, and that was that stock I really like. I know a lot of people probably made a lot of money off of it, and I really liked it. I played this for about 14 cents, actually from 10 cents to 25 cents, but since I was trapped in these shit stocks, I really wanted to get back in. So if I had any option, I would probably put at least $2,000 into this one for a gain of $6,000. I'll hold it because I actually like this one because it was it's easy to understand. I looked them up and they're legit. They only have one facility right now, but I was doing a lot of research on them. Okay, so now I take questions. 10 out of 20 are on the call. I'm really confused. Okay, questions? Okay, you're welcome, Tiffany. Thank you for providing this info. I'm going to go to that website you posted. Yeah, that's a great source of information. One other thing that I learned, I want to just tell you guys, always look at the share structure. Like, go into security details, right? Know how many shares they have. If the authorized shares like over 10 billion, do not buy. Do not buy. Because it's going to move so slow. It's too much. It's too diluted. So like anything under 10 billion is okay, but even better if it's under 1 billion because it's going to move. Like I know, for example, I was reading Spawn's filings. They have to update this, but look how less the shares is. Okay, you look at the float, right? They update their float. They only have 20. I think before they did have a lot, and it's only 23,000 shares. That's pretty good. I mean, if you look at their market cap and they decreased the number of shares, that's pretty good because this thing can now move a little bit more quicker. You know, you want to move it quick, you want to get out. Don't want to keep these.
Anh mới đi xịt tương xanh nè.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hả? Đi xịt tương xanh, xịt được à?
Okay. Okay, so, that's the kind of information I want to put out. So that's another piece of information I should want to go to. Okay, so that's one thing I learned in OTC land. I'm still learning. Okay, I'm still learning about this, and there's no one to teach me. I'm just going through this myself. So 10 out of 29 people are on the call, but are they really in the call, or are they just lolling around or not even there? Probably they left because they know that this is all recorded and I'm not going to repeat. Okay, so that's about it. If you guys have more questions and stuff, I'm gonna just ask, because y'all, every time I post a questionnaire, it's like, are you guys gonna join in? Okay, Derek, are you mainly looking at pennies and OTCs because you think the market's gonna pull back? No, I'm just playing because it's cheap. What was the website again? You have to tell me what website you're talking about. All right, thanks, Tiffany. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do this for an hour, and you guys have to come up with a question because I don't know. I really want to help you guys, but navigate through this. But yeah, Derek, this whole video was about being aware of OTC, and when you kind of do OTC, do not do your usual. Oh, I'm just not gonna call the company. In Pennyland, when it just posts a fucking penny. Okay, if you go to Sundial, right? And we know Sundial exists, so we can just go to their website, and then we know what they do. They're legit. They have all these filings and earnings, and so your license, you can find a lot of information. You don't really have to call them, okay? Date of birth. You just put a random one. Okay, so you can go on the website and it looks nice and clean, and about you can just try and find about their investor relations and stuff. Oh, what the fuck. So you can go on my website, Mary, and then you can just find it. So that tweet, she dissed her followers. She never answered, and one guy did some digging and finally found it. So this lady, I would not follow this lady at all if she just does this and she never updates on her followers. Okay, so let me just try to find it. Nope. Take that for back. Oh, by the way, I do delete my tweets after 2 weeks. It just makes it less cluttered, more clean. Also, at the same time, I don't get to not remember what I said. Try and find it. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, so this lady right here. Okay, this lady right here. Let me look at that tweet. Whenever she said, it was like, huh? And like, whole entire time she never would take it back. So she's I consider her a huge bitch. Oh, finally she posted this hour later. Okay. Well, you posted it 10 hours later and you never provided the source. So finally. Okay. So she's thinking that, okay, if these companies who are kind of like trying to go from dark to public, there's a lot of money.
Hello.
I just lost.
You shouldn't have tried to get up. Hello? What stocks are you looking at? That's really.
Not looking at any stock.
I'm not. Why are you not responding to me?
We're not looking at any stocks, okay? This is all. I should really. Okay, hold on. I wonder if I can title this. This is not a stock talk. This is more like, okay, I'm giving you information. Okay, so.
Then can you give me the information?
This is all recorded. Okay. Okay, so. As I said before, this is all recorded.
I can't hear you. Can you talk louder?
Okay. This is all recorded. Okay. Okay, other people can hear me fine. I lost my train of thought. Hang on. This is like. Okay, from now on, if you guys have a question, just please type it out because I will get to you. Now I'm trying to think about where I kind of left off. Yeah, next time when I do these meetings, I'm gonna make everyone mute themselves because I really hate when I lose my train of thought.
Tiffany, I believe you were talking about stock research.
Oh yeah, okay. So, yeah, this lady. Okay, Sarah going. What she's saying about her post last night. I think she was trying to say, any company, like you have some companies, like let's look at some companies that maybe these people have right now. So I'm scrolling down right now. Okay, like this company, SANP, I think one person I read, if I can find it, I'll try to find it. Okay, so one company like this one, if we kind of look them up, they have like Facebook PR shit going on saying, okay, so cool. This is their stock, okay? They're trying to go legit, they have PR, they have some news. they have a website. And they're trying to go from dark. I mean, they could be at dark status right now, but they're working on getting them stuff to pink, and it just takes time. So I don't know why. Okay, see, same thing. So they do have an agent verified, so that's pretty good. They when agent verified is okay. When they do have agent verified program, they do have someone to talk to. Okay, not like other companies where I show you like spam, they don't do that. So there's no way for you to contact them anyway. So yeah, that's on my cut list. So I'll make that a public statement. Okay, so let's. Okay, so I am gonna try to find that person I can meet. Okay, so we know the deadline. Okay, we know the deadline is by September 21st. That is the deadline. That is the deadline they said in this article, right? So that rule amendment will take place December 26th. Okay, we have to keep in mind that date. If you have any OTC stocks before this date in the new rule amendment, you probably will see a theory of maybe these companies will try to file and hurry up before that. So maybe that will create a rush and enthusiasm that these companies have some information for investors. I have no idea. I'm still like trying to figure it out. So, I'll give you the link to this one as well. You can read it over for yourself because that's really important. Finding information for yourself and not letting people do it for you. Oh, I still owe sharpshooter money. Okay, I'll probably put like $100 and $200 in Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the article. You all have to read it for yourself too. And now we're okay. So we're done with that. Okay, for now about going over OTC stocks. Don't get deterred by some bad ones. I already gave you something I learned, and it's a really hard lesson for me. There's always problems with liquidity in OTC. Some things don't move unless they're like OTCs. QX by definition of the stock market. No, actually, the OTC market, because that's where you got your Tencent, your Nintendo, and your other these stocks. So those stocks they will have penny stock exempt. So that means they're like large caps in the OTC market, but they can't really qualify to go on public on the NASDAQ or NYC, or they don't want to pay it. So that's another thing. So always be careful about liquidity, because like the liquidity train or the liquidity faucet will turn off anytime in OTC. Okay, so that's about it. We are done talking about OTC, so we're gonna like stop the recording. And now this is the part you can ask me stocks when I stop this. Okay, 3, 2, 1.